What's good? It's your boy Tab Money, and today I'm gonna talk about why I want to live in fantasy land and play video games in a way that I can lucid dream and astral project and go in these realms and just live out my fantasies in the right way, in my own way, in the supernatural way. Now, what I mean by fantasy land, I'm talking about like franchises like Final Fantasy, Dungeons and Dragons, Magic the Gathering, and Diablo. Most of those games that I speak of, even Elder Scrolls, are Fantasyland type games that exist within the spirit realm of many different realms within the dimensions of this earth plane and beyond. Now, when it really comes down to it, like I said in my last video, I lost my license to play Xbox, and I know I can Google it and figure out a way to work it out, but I just didn't want to do all that stuff. Since it costs $20 each month, I'm not gonna even waste my time to do all that. Like, even though video games have been part of my life since I was a kid, but due to video games, it enhanced my imagination. It enhanced my way of thinking of how I want to live a spiritual life within the video game world. Especially like, I'm a big fan of Mortal Kombat. Even that game is Fantasyland, like, with the different, especially with the different realms and stuff like that. So basically what I'm trying to tell y'all is that there's ways that I can enjoy fantasy-like gameplays within my subconscious or within my third eye or within my non-physical sight and stuff like that. And that's what it really comes down to. So when it really comes down to it, it's just that, video games is cool and stuff, but for me, I just want to live in fantasy land and live it the way that it's supposed to live it out. But like I said, I got all the images that I collected over the times playing Xbox. I got my own personal vision board too as well. And, I just attract things in the spiritual and sooner or later attract things from the physical that fits me right. So when it really comes down to it, Fantasyland is just something that I want to experience, want to live out, want to put into existence within my mind, body, and soul. It helped me to accomplish, my fantasies, my fetishes, or whatever you want to call it. So that's what it really comes down to. So when it comes to Fantasyland, it's just that, like Baldur's Gate 3, even though I want to play it so much, it's just that, I'm not really good at games like that, especially if that's so advanced with the dialogue and things like that. So basically what I'm trying to say is that I can learn how to play Baldur's Gate 3 and just watch all the cutscenes. But all I needed for is to create the family that I need to create within that game to give my family an image that fits them right. Especially with my tiefling wife and our children and my spirit guides, which are different forms of elves, or a different race of elves, Form or race, either way. So what I'm basically trying to say is that the fantasy land I want to live in is the fantasy land I want to become of, want to be a part of, want to suck my consciousness into. You know what I'm saying? So when it really comes down to it, Fantasyland is something that I just want to be a part of within the afterlife if I ever pass on from this earth. Because when it really comes down to it, I'm going to have to do what I have to do energy work on myself, body awareness, tactile imaging, and get a sense of feel and a sense of touch to work on my skins and the meridians and stuff like that. So Fantasyland is something I can experience within my subconscious instead of just playing on a plastic box and through the TV screen. It's this sense that the game industry is really crumbling down right along with everything else within the entertainment industry. You just gotta connect yourself to the spirit realm or reconnect to the spirit realm, because that's something you can embrace and become and live out and see what it's truly about. And that's what it really comes down to. So living in Fantasyland worlds and living out your dreams and fantasies is something I'm going to be constantly working upon, constantly put out there into existence and make it come to fruition and stuff like that. So, whole 9 yards. So, that's one thing. So this is your boy Tab Money, man. I hope y'all enjoyed this presentation about Fantasyland worlds. Basically, I'm talking about the spirit realm or the forgotten realms or the realms that we don't see with our physical eyes or don't go with our physical bodies. We go there in the spirit, we be there in the spirit. Like places like this you see on the screen, you go there in the spirit by, projecting your consciousness out of your body. That's what it comes down to. So we all look out for my other videos and stay tuned. So peace.